Better to be during under 16, but he must still.
And then leaving there about what's right. And the referee is doing the sliding
I assume so.
You went further, Mark. Sorry?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
There was no changes, no. No, all are as is, yeah.
Oh, that is.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, Samantha.
How are you getting on, Mark? Lovely day here again today.
Absolutely. Cool sun and a cool wind, but it's grand. We
Yeah.
won't complain.
Sun will be squinting for the next 2 hours. Lovely.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
Who'd like them pea nuggets?
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget?
Yeah.
I like prawns, but how do you cook them?
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and you're welcome here to Feather Town Park for the Lidl's Ladies National Football League Division 2 game, round 3 between Tipperary and Roscommon. My name is Mark Dunn, and I'm delighted once again to be joined by Tipperary legend, I suppose, Samantha Lambert. Samantha, you're very welcome.
Thanks very much, Mark. Delighted to be here again.
Absolutely. So we're just looking out here, both teams going through their final preparations before throwing Tip looking, I suppose, to make it 3 from 3 ahead of the break weekend next weekend. Roscommon, I suppose, having maybe a tougher time start to Division 2 life after 2 losses starting off. Samantha, how do you see this game going?
Yeah, it'll be interesting enough to see, I suppose. As you said, Roscommon have lost 2 matches already. They'll be looking to get a win under their belt, and Tip have two wins, and they'll be wanting to keep that streak going. So I think last week Roscommon really did put it up to Armagh. I know it was 12 points to 13, but two of the goals I think was a result of maybe a mistake from the kick out. So I really think they kept into them, and Armagh would be probably one of the league favourites there for this year. So I do think Roscommon will come with all guns blazing, so it'll be an interesting match to see.
Absolutely. So we'll take you through both sides. So both teams show no changes to the teams that were announced on Friday night. We'll start off with Tipperary. In goal, wearing number 1, Lauren Fitzpatrick. Full black line, wearing number 2, Cleena O'Dwyer. 3, Maria Curley, and captain of the side, and 4, Emma Cronin. Half back line, wearing number 5, Nessa Towie. 6, Lucy Spillane, and 7, Sarah English. Middle of the field, wearing number 8, Anna Rose Kennedy, and number 9, Marie Creedon. Half forward line, wearing number 10, Emma Morrissey. 11, Angela McGuigan, and 12, Niamh Martin. Full forward line, wearing number 13, Eva Fennessy. 14, Aisling Maloney, and 15, Roisin Daly. And we also welcome the Tipperary manager, Peter Creedon, to Feathered here today. Just looking then at the Roscommon side, they also show no changes to the team announced on Friday night, and they line out as follows. In goals, number 1, Helena Cummins. Number 2, Anya McGrath. 3, Lisa O'Rourke. 4, Saoirse Wynne. 5, Ellen Irwin. 6, Rachel Fitzmaurice. 7, Roisin Wynne. We're number 8 in the middle of the field, Rue Cox, and number 9, Quiva Craig. Half forward line, captain of the side, we're number 10, Laura Fleming. 11, Aoife Gavin. 12, Millie Hagan. Full forward line, we're number 13, Aisling Hanley. 14, Aisling Feely, and 15, Niamh Feeney. And we also welcome the Roscommon manager, Ollie Lennon, to Feather Town Park. Your referee as well for today's game has travelled all the way from Mayo, and he is Kevin Corcoran. So Samantha, I suppose, just looking down through both sides, Peter Creedon has made some changes to the team from last Sunday's win. Roisin Daly coming in their corner forward after getting a last minute goal. I suppose Ashley Maloney then, the ever threat that's there. I think she's won 7 got last weekend as well, so she'll be obviously the go-to player for Tip today.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's great to see more players getting opportunities to show what they've got and to show Peter what he's got on the sub bench. So you have the likes of Sarah English coming in there as well, getting her chance at wing back, and you've Angela McGuigan coming in as centre forward as well, and as you mentioned already, Roisin Daly. So I think it's a great opportunity for the girls to show what they're made of, and no better day to show them what skills they have and to be pushing for a place next week or the week after against Monaghan.
Absolutely, and I suppose just for people that are watching here, there's quite a strong breeze blowing down the field from left to right, and there is a strong sun there as well, so we're just waiting to see what way the toss went. We will be having a minute silence here before games starts today. We send our sincere sympathies to Ryan family in Moyne on the sad passing of Martin Ryan. Martin is father to PJ Ryan, who was former vice chairman of the Tipperary County Board, as well as the current under 16 coach. And we also extend our sincere sympathies to Niamh and Eva, who will be scattered through Tipperary underage teams. So Arieste Gorev Anam. So once again, we extend our sincere sympathies to the Ryan family in Moyne on the sad passing of Martin. So, referee Kevin Corcoran just getting both teams out onto the field here today. Tip going through their final prep. Roscommon in a neat little huddle down there, just discussing what they'll have to do to overcome this Tipperary side. What do you think, Samantha, would be the best thing for Roscommon? I suppose, 2 losses coming into a Tip team looking for their third, all momentum with Tipperary. What do Roscommon have to do today just to get that all-important victory?
Yeah, look, I suppose just trust the process that they have in place. I'm sure they have some sort of game plan in place, and just to trust that and forget about the outcome, really. The simplicity of it for any team is just believing in themselves and trusting what they can do. And I think they can really put it up to Tip if they're on top of their game. But at the other side, you can't, winners breed winners, and they're after winning the last two games, so it's hard to knock that confidence. So I think they'll have it up against them today, Roscommon, but there's a great chance from there if they can play to their potential. Absolutely.
So both teams just coming now. I'll go 1, 2, 3 and ready to go. So referee Kevin Corcoran from Mayo just waiting on both sides to come out here. Tip have opted to play against the breeze, or Roscommon have opted to play with it, whoever won the toss first. But I suppose that breeze is worth a couple of scores from Manta too. There is quite a strong breeze blowing down that field. It will favour Roscommon in the opening half, and they'll be hoping to make some sort of progress with it.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen the last few games Tip have gone against the wind in the first half. Maybe they're taking advantage maybe of the away side kind of not settling into the game very fast, and they're losing out on the advantage of that win. So maybe that could be one of the reasons as to why they go against in the first half, or just even themselves, get themselves a bit of time to settle in and not overthrow the ball.
Absolutely. So game is on, and Ashley Maloney went out to midfield for the throw in, and she's straight on the ball. On she goes. Ashley Maloney gone through 45, going to 21. She's going to kick herself. First kick of the game. Umpires are having a good look at it. It looks to be a great score. It is a great score. Opening score for Tipperary. Ashley Maloney within the first 10 seconds, Samantha won the throw in, burst through the lines and over the bar.
Yeah, excellent. So she's absolutely a huge advantage to out midfield win, and they're back in possession now again.
Straight in here, Roisin Daly, the goal scorer from last day, had a chance at goal. Great save though by Helena Cummins. She knocks the ball out for a 45. Again, Tip, we saw that now from the last couple of games. They're really quick getting on that kick out. If it breaks down at all, they're straight in there, and happened again with Roisin Daly looking for her second goal. Got a goal last weekend, but this one was saved well by Helena Cummins.
Yeah, no, lucky enough to get the save there. Roisin was straight on it. Like you said, they've been very good to push up in their kick-outs.
Absolutely. So Tip goes short with the 45, and the ball is back in once again to Aisling Maloney. Aisling then just swivels left, swivels right, turns back onto that trusty right foot. Up it goes. It's not going to go anywhere, but it's still in play. Out comes the goalkeeper. In goes Roisin Daly as well to cause trouble, but the goalkeeper wins the ball and is out now with Roscommon on the far side of the field. Roscommon now just looking to settle onto the game, and on they go over the far side. In the middle is the captain Laura Fleming. She's called for the ball, but it didn't go. It's now with Aoife Gavin. Aoife turns back, she's back out on the 65, and the ball is back with Caoimhe Craig. Caoimhe plays the ball forward again. Roscommon looking to put in the ball, using the wind. A great ball put in there, but it's well cut out by the Tipperary defence, and out come Tipperary once more. Ball is now with Emma Morrissey from the Aherlow club. Emma goes forward as far as Ava Fennessy. Ava again goes past her marker. Anya McGrath stays going. She comes back across the 45. She was looking for Emma Morrissey again, didn't happen, but the ball has spilled back here. The Tip still have it with Angela McGuigan. Angela puts the ball in, but it's well cut out by the Roscommon centre back Rachel Fitzmaurice, and Rachel comes out this side to number 5 Ellen Irwin. Ellen now going past the 65, pushing on past midfield, plays the ball inside. A good 1-2, and the ball is back with Ellen now on the 45. Again, they just slow things down, looking for someone to come out to collect the ball, and the ball is with Aisling Hanley. Aisling now going into the far corner. She's been well marshalled inside by the Tip number 4 Emma Cronin, but the ball is now with Aoife Gavin. Aoife again, she's been pushed out, but Aoife isn't panicking. She comes back inside to Aisling Hanley. Aisling holding the ball up. Marie Creedon in there also just trying to get some sort of a hand on the ball, and it's still with Aisling Handy, but Aisling was well blocked down there, and Tip go out, but free in for Roscommon. Alright, the Tip player came straight through the ball there, Samantha, but again Roscommon patient with the build up. They're always looking for the player in the right spot, but Tip doing well, keep them out there as well, and trying to keep them off shooting.
Yeah, Tipperary's game plan is very, very well set up. I suppose they're very defensive, getting a lot of players back, but at the same time they're well able to get back up into the forward line, support the forward play when needs be. So they're well set up. You can see it against Cavan, you can see it against Westmeath, and they're really settling into this game plan.
Absolutely. So there's the first score of the day for Roscommon, courtesy of their captain Laura Fleming. So 1 point apiece here in Feathertown Park. So ball now with Lauren Fitzpatrick in the Tipperary goal. She's looking for the 1-2, and it does. It comes all the way back to Lauren. Lauren then, no panic, out over the far side of the field. Tip now just coming out through the 45. Looking in the middle is Marie Creedon. She's shouting for the ball, doesn't get it done. The ball comes out as far as Lucy Spillane. Lucy has Sarah outside her, but she turns back in and uses Marie Creedon. Marie does well, going past her 65 now, looking for some movement inside, but Marie is well able. She takes on the ball, and on she goes. She's now into the Roscommon 65, kicks a great ball inside. She was looking for Aisling Maloney, but Roscommon have done well. They have that player out floating in front of her. She wasn't going to get it, and Roscommon now break. They're coming through the middle of the field over here. Roscommon over the far side. It's with number 5 Ellen Irwin. Ellen again, she's just taking her time, settles on the ball, and it's now with Aisling Feely. Aisling goes out the near side towards here to Laura Fleming, the point scorer a couple of minutes ago, and the ball is again in with Aisling Hanley. Aisling now again has been well marshalled inside by Emma Cronin, not letting her get past too much, and the ball is recycled back out now to Ellen. Ellen goes across to Laura, and now Roscommon again. They're just patient. They're on the Tip 45, but a great hand in there by Emma Morrissey does enough. Disrupts that Roscommon play, and Tip break out here again. Tip come out over the far side here. They were looking for Sarah English, but it just doesn't get that far, and it's back again with the Roscommon captain Laura Fleming, who uses Aoife Gavin, and a quick ball into Aisling Hanley. Aisling turns extremely well there, and Roscommon go to turn and shoot. It's a dangerous ball, but well done to Lauren Fitzpatrick. That was a kind of a high one that could easily have ducked in over the bar, but Tip are confident, and out they come again. Ball now with Niamh Martin. Niamh plays a great ball out this near side here to Sarah English. Sarah has plenty of space in front of her. Ava Fennessy is shouting for the ball inside. She gives it to Ava, and Sarah stays running. Ava now comes back across. She's going to go through the middle. She's been well matched by Ruth Cox, and Ruth does just enough to make her over carry the ball. And again, the game goes on good and quick. Ball now with Captain Laura Fleming. Laura is just held up there, plays it inside to Aoife Gavin. Aoife again looking for Aisling Hanley and does so. Aisling again takes on Emma Cronin. Aisling is going to be a handful in there today as she takes on her marker each time. So ball back now with Aoife Gavin. Aoife goes over and plays the ball into the middle to the captain Laura Fleming. Back across to Millie Hagan. Millie goes over the far side, a high ball. Roscommon are patient. They're just coming back out across, out as far as Aoife Gavin, and Aoife recycles back out to as far as Ruth Cox, who puts in again into Aisling Hanley. Aisling goes through one, goes through two tackles. She's still going. She plays the ball out to Millie Hagan. Millie then over the far side. Roscommon again, plenty of people calling for the ball. Tip just trying to keep them out there. Emma Morrissey adjudicated to have just jumped in there too hard, and a free in for Roscommon, Samantha.
Yeah, they're being very, very patient on the ball. They're working it around, seeing where they can, if there's any gap or anywhere they can get into, or trying to get into a scoreable position, I suppose, around the top of the D. So they've won their free there. Tip have kept them out quite well, but they forced the free there, and it's an opportunity for Laura Fleming to put this over the bar.
Absolutely. So Laura kicks. She has the aid of that breeze and straight over the black spot. So Roscommon take a 2-1 lead. We've just gone through 7 minutes of play in the opening half here. Roscommon captain Laura Fleming with both those scores, both from frees, as goalkeeper Lauren Fitzpatrick of Ballymacarbery is just getting ready for her kick out. She goes all the way in looking for Maria Curley, but Lucy Spillane comes and takes the ball off her. Back now as far as the Tipperary captain, who plays it back to her goalkeeper Lauren. Lauren again is well confident on the ball, well able to work it around, and now we're out over the far side again. Roscommon putting huge pressure on Tip to push them back in. So ball is with Lauren Fitzpatrick again. She has to go all the way back. We're nearly back on the Tipperary goal line, and is out now this side to Lucy Spillane. So Lucy is coming out. She has Aisling Hanley for company there, but does well, gets the ball pass, and Tip are now moving out to the 45, coming to the 65 as they do with the centre forward Aisling McGuigan out as far as Marie Creedon. Marie is just settling through the middle of the field. Plenty of shouting inside. She has Emma Morrissey out this side if she uses it, but doesn't. She uses Niamh Martin. Niamh plays it in as far as Sarah English. Sarah just bounces back out. Marie shouting for, and Marie gets it. So ball with Niamh Martin again. Ball is put out as far as Aisling Maloney. Aisling now coming out just looking for that ball. She has Aisling McGuigan outside her. Doesn't. She turns back in this side to Anna Rose Kennedy. Ava Fennessy is roaring here inside for the ball, and Ava gets the ball, and on she goes. Ava is a threat when she gets that ball in hand. She turns, she kicks. It's just going to swing out to the left and wide. No, goalkeeper keeps it in, as does Helena Cummins, but a good bit of play there by Ava Fennessy, and Tip put Helena Cummins under pressure back there. So Roscommon out to come this side. Cueva Craig on the ball, and out they come here now to Millie Hagan. Millie takes on. She has Emma Morrissey for company, and Millie swings back in and plays it to her captain Laura Fleming, who again, good quick movement here, and Roscommon are away. Millie Hagan now gone through 65. She puts the ball in again to Aisling Hanley. Emma Cronin up just keeps her outside, but Aisling gets the ball again, and on she goes. Emma gets in a good hand there just to kind of upset Aisling Hanley. She kicks off her left foot, but it goes right and wide.
Yeah, you can see Aisling Hanley is one of their key players there. A lot of the ball's going into her. Cronin has her well marshalled though, under control. She hasn't really had too many shots on target, one wide there, but she's one of their key players, and I'm sure it'll just take a few minutes for her to settle in. Absolutely.
So Tip kick out is done and dusted, and we're on the attack here with Nessa Towie. Nessa, she has Emma Morrissey out to the far side. She's going to go all the way in as far as Ava Fennessy. Ava reads that ball well, turns and plays the ball back into Emma Morrissey. Emma plays a great ball inside. Tipper shouting inside for it. It's back to Emma Morrissey. She goes through one, she goes through two. Roisin Daly's inside, but the referee says no, it's a free out. Again, a good bit of play from Tip, but square ball in the end, and out it comes.
Yeah, unfortunate enough there for Oisin Daly. She seems to be hanging around the box there. As you said, she got a goal last week, and I'm sure she might show up for a goal this week. So well played by Tip, and it's back down to her half now.
Absolutely. So we have our first line ball of the day to go into Tipperary. Lucy's plan, let the ball go, and she takes it good and quick and plays it back to Kleena O'Dwyer. Kleena turns back inside, and Tip looks to get the ball out. It's back now with Angela McGuigan, who plays it to Kleena to Anna Rose. Now Tip are moving, and we're with Sarah English. Sarah now out to Aisling Maloney. Aisling back out around the middle of the field, looking to get on the ball. Those green boots, you can't miss her going around the pitch, and it's all the way back over this side as far as Angela McGuigan. Ball now is put in. Emma Morrissey is inside. She plays a great ball there, a good quick ball to Marie Creedon, who goes through the gap. She has Emma once again, and again she's pulled for over carrying. Again, good pressure put on by Roscommon, and a free out is the award.
Yeah, we've seen it again last week. I think Tipperary were caught for about 6 times over carrying last week, so it's something that they'll probably have to have a look at. The referees seem to be very sticky on it, so they'll have to have a look at that, giving away the ball twice now for over carrying this match alone.
Absolutely. So we're back in the middle of the field with Anna Rose Kennedy. Anna plays the ball there to Kleena O'Dwyer, who plays a great ball in over the far side as far as Roisin Daly. She has Aisling Maloney there for help, and Aisling takes over, gets the ball up with a lovely little flick, and she just steadies herself just to see what's on, and she goes back as far as Lucy Spillane. Sarah English now caught for the ball over this near side here in Feathered, and Sarah takes on the ball. She has Marie Creedon in front of her once again, and she uses Marie, but Roscommon are done it extremely well by Cueva Craig. She got a hand in there. She was fouled after the ball, and a free out. So well done, Roscommon. They take a quick free, and it's back with their centre back, Rachel Fitzmaurice. They play the ball all the way across. Ellen Irwin, she goes all the way across over to the far side, and Roscommon build with Ruth Cox. So Ruth is going through. She goes past 65 over there. She has Niamh Martin for company. Niamh puts her under serious pressure, and the ball does spill out. Great defending there by Tip, and Tip are back on the ball again. Anna Rose Kennedy. She has Emma Morrissey in the middle for company, and Emma takes off. The ball goes all the way over to the far side. Ball is just slipped, but Tip have it back again. Roisin Daly calling for it, but it goes past her, and we're looking for Ava Fennessy. Ava is out in front of her marker, and Ava turns to go. She plays a great little ball inside to Angela McGuigan. Angela now just settles again, plays it back to Ava. Ava was looking at the post, but the shot wasn't on, and the ball goes back as far as Anna. Anna goes all the way looking for Aisling Maloney. A great ball in. Aisling just gets out in front of her marker, and Aisling was pushed and fell, and a good bit of play there by Tip Patient, and they got the free in the end.
Yeah, very important to keep the patience and keep the ball in play, work it around and get into scoreable position. Roscommon seem to be playing a very similar game plan to Tipperary. They're very, very defensive, and seems to be working for them at the minute.
Absolutely, and referee Kevin Corcoran has given a free out. Again, he's adjudicated that the Tip player has jumped into the Roscommon player, but the Tip player is down injured. We're just waiting to see who it is who went down, so it's a free out anyway as a result of all that. Yeah, Niamh just getting a little bit of attention there. She just came out the worst of that tackle, and Tip are going to Roscommon are just going to now wait their turn here. People getting water on board. It may be cold, but the pace of the game is good and quick. 2 points to 1 here in Feather Town Park in round 3 of the Lidl's Ladies National Football League Division 2 game, and we're back in. So Roscommon are on the ball, so Roscommon come all the way over to the near side of the field here to Ellen Irwin. Ellen has plenty of space in front of her. She has Emma Morrissey facing her, and Ellen just slows down, looks up, and she goes to go past Emma. Ellen goes all the way across, and back out it goes. So Tip putting under pressure, but Roscommon happy enough just to recycle the ball back out, and it's now with their captain Laura Fleming. Laura plays a good ball out to the far side. Tip tried to bottle up the player, and Roscommon turn around, recycle it, and put the ball into space. Now Roscommon go to kick, and it's a great block there by Marie Creedon, and the Tip defence come out, and off they go. So two Tip players going for the one ball, it just spills, but Tip still have it back and over this near side. So Tip now breaking through. They have Sarah English on the ball. Sarah, there's plenty of space. Ava Fennessy has acres of space inside, and that's exactly where the ball is put. Straight inside it goes to Ava Fennessy. Ava doesn't get ahead the first time, but does get ahead the second time. She's been well marshalled there by Anya McGrath, but Ava is still going. She has players outside her if she needs them, and she goes back as far as Sarah English. Sarah goes all the way across now, and Tip again just settle on the ball, looking for the best player in the best position. And we're back now with Angela McGuigan. Angela again looking for Aisling Maloney, but it's well knocked out there. But Aisling has come out the worst of that. She's gone down quite quick. The referee has stopped the game, and we hope to God there's nothing too serious there with Aisling.
Marie Creedon, from what I see, I think.
She's
Ashton's
Marie.
still-
Yes, you're right.
still
Sorry.
standing. You can't miss her head, but no, Marie Creedon is down there, and
The bandages on the old leg was I was looking at and got confused in both.
Yeah.
But Marie just getting down there, she just came out the worst of that tackle. She is heavily bandaged on her left leg, so we do hope it's nothing too serious. The medics were quite quick, and to be fair to referee Kevin Cochran, he stopped the game quite quick just to get in some attention for Marie.
Yeah. Fast flowing game though, as you said, it's very, very up and down constantly, so bit of tit and tat there for this game, and you can see that the surface is really kind of influencing the speed of the game and how the girls are getting up and down. Both teams very physical for a team that's just after coming up from Division 3, I suppose, last year. They very much are competing, as I mentioned earlier, like they really kind of competed against Armagh last week, and again the week before against Tyrone. They only lost out by 2 or 3 points, so they'll be looking to make headway there in this game today and get their first win under the belt.
Absolutely, and I suppose they have to be happy too. They're point down, they're playing against quite a strong breeze there too, so it's been a good start for Tip. Roscommon, as you did say, they are quite quick on that counter attack. They are looking to get the ball in good and fast, in like Aishling Hanley and Laura Fleming, who do seem to be their main threats there in front of goal. But both sides really going at it from the outset. So Marie Creedon is still down there. We're just waiting to see what's the outcome. I'm just seeing that nobody's warming up immediately over the far side, so they must be happy enough. But she's still down on the ground, just getting attention here in Feathered.
You can see Tip being called in there for a small little chat, maybe. Just to get the forwards back moving. They're playing it very, very well. They're spreading the ball, in fairness to them, out wide, and passing it around and seeing who's in the best position. But the scores just aren't coming off from. But as you said, it's the wind is very, very strong here today, and they might come easier in the second half.
Absolutely. So we're just still looking over. There is a Tip player over there. I wonder, are they going to make that substitution there? Peter Creedon has gone out himself to have a look here at Marie. She's been down now for a good minute or so, so we're just waiting to see what the outcome is now. Marie is getting up to her feet. Hopefully she'll be able to continue. Marie is a driving force of that Tipperary attack, will able to take on the player. She is hobbling enough on that left leg, and we will have a substitution, I'd say, by the looks of things. Yeah, so we're just going to wait to see who will come onto the pitch for Marie. She's going off there to getting applauded by the good crowd that have turned out here in Feathered for this round 3 clash. So we restart the game now with a Roscommon free. So game back on over the far side of the pitch, and Roscommon are attacking down that far side across the field to come, but Tipperary do intercept the ball, and it's back with Tipperary. So Tipperary now looking just to get some momentum going once again, and the ball is with Roisin Daly. Roisin goes past one tackle, plays a good ball out here now to the near side to Aherlow's Emma Morrissey. Emma now again just around the middle of the field. They just settle on the ball just to see what they can look at, and we're back as far as Sarah English. Sarah plays the ball all the way over there as far as Niamh Martin, but it's well intercepted. Niamh just lost control of the ball and has put in good and quick in front of Aishling Feely, the Roscommon full forward. Aishling now is going to take on her marker, who is Marie Curley, and Aishling is still on the ball, and the referee, as we did say, he is strict on the set. Tip did put the pressure on, and to be fair, he is consistent for both sides.
Yeah, super defending though by Maria Curley. She really kept her out there. It was kind of 1-1 situation, so she was under a bit of pressure, but she kept her out.
Absolutely.
Excellent player.
Absolutely. So now we're back with Emma Morrissey. Emma comes up the near side and plays the ball to Sarah English. Sarah, again, she's forced to go backwards, and she does. She goes over as far as Angela McGuigan. Angela just plays the ball in as far as Niamh Martin again, and Niamh was fouled by number 8, Rue Cox. I'm still waiting to see. Did anybody come on?
Clara English there came on.
Clara, that we do it over
19.
Lovely.
Yeah,
so we have Clara English in for Marie Creedon, who did go off with that injury on around the 16-minute mark. So Tip taking off again over there, the far side with Cliona O'Dwyer. Ball now is back into the middle of the field with Angela McGuigan. Angela just skip past her hands, but it's now with Anna Rose Kennedy, and again just slows things down. Tipper looking just to get the ball forward a bit, and it's now with Niamh Martin. So Niamh comes across here. She has Angela in front of her. She uses her. Niamh says going, and she'll be looking for the return pass, but it doesn't come. Angela is quite comfy on the ball, and it goes back as far as Anna Rose. Anna now settles again, and it's with Emma. Emma Tip just content just to play it across the line there, and it's now with the sub Clara English. And the ball is spilled back out here to Emma Morrissey again. Tipper nice and slow, and they're just waiting for that moment for that right pass to go in, and it's with Lucy Spillane. So Lucy goes forward, she plays it to Sarah English. Sarah again comes across the field. Sarah does well, and the ball is now in the middle of the field again to Anna Rose. Anna skips past one tackle to fit her. She swings around, and it's with over there with Clara English. Clara plays it in as far as Aisling Maloney. Aisling being well shepherded out over onto the far sideline, and Aisling is forced to turn back out, and back out she does come. She has Niamh Martin in front of her, but doesn't use it. Aisling quite comfy on the ball and plays a great ball in as far as Nessa Towie, who plays it to Emma Morrissey. Back we come and over this near side here in Feathered. It's with Nessa plays the ball in as far as number 12 Niamh Martin. Niamh goes through one tackle, she goes through two tackles. She was adjudicated to have been fouled on the first one. Referee had his hand up, and we go back for the initial free.
Yeah, well played there by Tipperary. They really held it up, and as I said already, they're giving it to the player in the best position. They're working it around, and hard to break through the Roscommon defence at the minute. They're very, very defensive, and they're holding them out outside the D and trying to keep them outside the scoreable spot. So be interesting to see what Malone does for this free. Will she go short or have a chance?
Yeah, you're right there, Sven. She goes short. She comes all the way back out here now as far as Sarah English. As we did say, there is quite a strong breeze to be kicking from that distance out, and the ball now is over on the far side with the substitute Clara English. She returns the ball to Sarah, and we go over to the far side of play. Again, Roscommon putting Tip under pressure, but Tip are getting some traction and going to the tackles. It's Anna Rose Kennedy plays it out as far as Emma Morrissey. Emma now is just looking up. She has her head up just to see who's in front of her, and it comes out this side to Angela McGuigan. Angela plays a lovely kick pass all the way over to the far side of the pitch here, and Tip are looking again to attack good and quick. In we go into the far side. Tip are going with Sarah. Sarah plays the ball in, but it looks to be still over there the far side. Clara English now on the ball. Clara plays it back out, but it's intercepted by Roscommon, and they're away with Caoimhe Craig. Caoimhe plays a good quick ball over the far side, and it's now with Aoife Gavin. Aoife has acres of space in front of her. Tip are trying to flood back to provide some cover, and it's with their captain Laura Fleming. Laura back as far as Aoife Gavin. Aoife is looking up. Tip have got back just to cover off that defence, and Caoimhe Craig goes through one tackle, goes through it well, but she's well disrupted there, and the ball just spills out back to Tipperary, and it's with Lucy Spillane, who plays it back here as far as number 12 Niamh Martin. Niamh kicks the ball forward, but it's just going to run out of play for a line ball for Roscommon. Yeah,
very well defended there by Tipperary. You must say Roscommon are moving it fast when they are on the counter attack, and I think that's the only way to break down this defence.
Absolutely. So Roscommon take the line ball. It's back now with her centre back Rachel Fitzmaurice. She's been put under pressure by Eva Fennessy. Eva does well to get the ball on, but referee says she done so illegally, and it's now a free. Caoimhe Craig is going to go back with the ball back as far as Ellen Irwin. Ellen just slows things up here on the sideline. Back again to Caoimhe Craig. Caoimhe plays the ball into the middle to Rachel Fitzmaurice. She goes through the 65. Now she's gone past through the 45. The referee does say that the hand did go out. She was pushed by Anna Rose Kennedy, and a free into Roscommon.
Yeah, it's a soft enough free, I'd say, from my perspective anyway. Joanna Rose is holding her out, but the referee has given it, and Roscommon are back in possession.
Absolutely. So they take it quick. It's now with the centre forward Aoife Gavin. Aoife is looking out this side. Is now out with Millie Hagan. She plays it back inside to Aisling Hanley. Aisling again back to Millie. Tipper just keeping Roscommon out near that sideline, and they play it back as far as Ellen Irwin. Ellen plays the ball, and it's extremely well intercepted there by Angela McGuigan, but the ball spills back again to Roscommon. The ball is kind of all over the shop, and look who's back there, only Aisling Maloney. Aisling covering, and away she goes. She goes up through the 45, and she plays the ball in to Roisin Daly. Roisin has Nessa Towie in front of her, and she does use her. Nessa plays it back across, but she's well blocked up there by three Roscommon players, and the ball now finds its way back to Aisling Maloney. Aisling again just settles things down, looks up, see who's the player in the best position, gives it to Cliona O'Dwyer. Out now as far as Clara English. Clara then back into the corner. Tip now just again patient. They're finding those little gaps inside. And a great ball as far as Roisin Daly the ball. She spilled the first time. She has the second time. She was definitely pushed there, no doubt about it. A great bit of play there by Tip. Good fast movement on the ball. If Roisin maybe had got the ball in hand the first time when she was going through, it could have been a goal. But nonetheless, she done extremely well to take back some control of the ball, and she was definitely fouled.
Absolutely, I know a certain penalty there, and Tip really cut through the defence there from Roscommon, starting out with Ashton Maloney winning the ball into the back line and working it all the way up, kind of working it around and seeing who's in the best position to break through the tackle, and they're starting to take on those Roscommon girls now, and they're starting to get through and break the tackle, which is important if they want to get a few scores up on the board.
Absolutely. So we're just Roisin is just getting a couple of running repairs. So referee has the ball on the penalty spot. Ashton Maloney will step up to take this in the next couple of seconds. So this will be a big break, just coming up to 25 minutes gone here in the opening half. This will put Tip into the lead. We haven't had a score for quite some time, so this will again give Tip the advantage playing against the breeze also. So Ashton Maloney steps up in front of the goal. She's having a look around her. You won't rush Aisling. And here she goes. So Ashton Maloney from the penalty spot. Off the post, straight back out. Who's going to be first to react? It's Roscommon. They get the ball away over the far side with Niamh Feeney, who kicks the ball just out of play. Rattle the post. You could hear the rattle from here. It would have been a vital score, Samantha, but just didn't happen.
Yeah, no, it just didn't happen. I suppose she scored one last week. It'll come again for her, and I just said just off the post, could have easily went into the corner.
Absolutely. So Tipperary are looking to get that score, but the ball now is back with Roscommon. Sarah English does foul the Roscommon player, and the referee says go back, take it where the ball or where the foul occurred. He's writing something in his notebook, but the game is going to go on, and out we come. So this side to take it short. Roscommon now have time. They play it here to Millie Hagan. Millie plays the ball into the middle as far as Ellen Oren. She ships through a tackle, and on she goes again. Aoife Gavin goes through now. She's going through 45. She's been well shepherded out now, but she turns back inside. She has players outside, but she uses her full back Lisa O'Rourke in front of her, and the ball in now as far as Aisling Hanley. Aisling though couldn't get there, and it's Roscommon's second wide of the afternoon.
Yeah, a quick ball in there by Lisa O'Rourke into Aisling Hanley, who's been causing a bit of havoc inside. Very, very energetic and always on the move. But the surface that we're playing on today, I suppose, is making the ball very slippy, and Lauren is back in charge, kicking out the ball again.
Absolutely. So Tipperary now back on the attack. They're over there in front of their own dugout, and the ball now back with Emma Morrissey. Emma goes through one tackle, definitely foul. Emma has the free, and back to go onto the Roscommon 65 to take it. So Tipperary again just looking to get maybe that extra score before the break. Roscommon obviously trying to do the same, but it's Anna Rose Kennedy now. Back she goes. She turns around and kicks the ball back to Lucy Spillane of Feather, the home club here, and the ball is now in the middle of the field. It's with Niamh Martin. Niamh looks up. She has Ashley McGuigan inside her. She doesn't need her. She used her great little ball in play. Tipper are using that fast ball good and quick. She was looking for the return pass, didn't happen. Roscommon cut it out well, and now Roscommon break on the attack. The solo just goes astray, but it's with Aoife Gavin. Aoife again goes over to the far side of the field with their captain Laura Fleming. Laura plays it back to Aoife. Aoife wasn't expecting it. She had gone the extra yard, but the ball nonetheless is with and is put in. It's a great ball put in there to Aisling Feely. She gets a 1-2 from Aisling Hanley. She kicks the ball, Aisling Feely. It's a dangerous enough one. Lauren Fitzpatrick though comfortable enough under the ball, and out she goes. Now it's out with Nasa Towie. Nasa over the far side. She's just looking up. Who has she in front of her? She has Cliona O'Dwyer. Plays the ball back to their centre back Lucy Spillane, and into the middle of the field with Anna Rose Kennedy. And it plays Angela. She was looking for the pass to come a bit quicker, didn't happen, and the foul anyway nonetheless on Niamh Martin, and it's a free in for Tip. Free is taken quite quickly over the far side now. Ball is with Emma Morris. She's just hugging that sideline in front of the Roscommon bench, and the ball back with Ava Fennessy. Ava now, she goes through one tackle, she goes through two. She's been well nestled out over to the far side of the field, and Roscommon get a vital block in, and it just disrupts that play, and the ball is back with Roscommon, and there's full back Lisa O'Rourke. Lisa again plays a good quick ball, and it's now with the captain Laura Fleming. She has acres of space in front of her. She has Aoife Gavin coming behind her, and the referee does pull her for overcarrying. He has been extremely strict on it, but he's been consistent, I suppose, for both sides, Samantha.
Yeah, no, he definitely is, Mark. He's after calling, I think, 2 overcarries for Tip and 2 now for Roscommon, so they'll have to watch that.
Absolutely. So on go Tip again. They're gone past the 45. Tip player goes to ground. Referee says nothing, and the game goes on. Ball is back with Roscommon. The Tip player maybe thought she had her free there, but nonetheless, it's back with Roscommon, and it's back with the centre forward, Aoife Gavin. Aoife again has plenty of space in front of her. She has Lucy Spillane now for company, but she puts the ball, a great ball in there in front of Aisling Hanley. But Emma Crone does outstanding work there and plays the ball back to Lucy Spillane. Emma gets it again, and it's up now to Emma Morrissey. Emma now again, she has time inside. Roisin Daly is shouting for it, or Ava Fennessy I should say is shouting for it inside. Doesn't get her door, and Emma Morrissey stays going. Emma has gone past the tackle of Ellen Irwin. She's still going. Emma Morrissey, what a run by Emma. She's going to kick it herself. It's hanging. It's going to curl in. It's a super score by Emma Morrissey. Ties the team's level, 2 points apiece here in Feathered.
Yeah, brilliant score by Emma. She really created that herself, breaking through numerous tackles and really going straight for goal, putting it over the bar.
Absolutely. So Roscommon are quick on their kick out, and a great little hand put in there by Nassatawi. Just disrupts the play, but the ball is back again with Roscommon as they look to get that score. They have the breeze. They want more. The game is tight. They need more, and it's with their full back Lisa O'Rourke all over the far side of the field. But Tip win it back again. They're defending brilliantly today, and out come Tip once again. Ball now is coming out to the middle of the field, all the way over here as far as Sarah English. Sarah plays it to the last point scorer there, Emma Morrissey. Emma goes past 65. She's Ava Fennessy was looking for the ball. It just goes over Ava's head, but Emma is not going to give up, and she tracks back on again. But Roscommon do well, and it's now with Ellen Irwin. Ellen plays it out as far as Cueva Craig. Cueva was looking to get back to Ellen good and fast. Didn't happen. Ashley Maloney quite clear as day anyway on the free, and a free for Roscommon.
Yeah, obvious enough free there. She's slowing down the play to allow all the Tip players to get back, and smart enough, I suppose.
Absolutely. Took one there. So ball now with Millie Hagan. Millie puts it inside in front of Aisling Hanley, but once again Emma Cronin is doing outstanding work inside corner back there today. Definitely one of the best Tip players on the field, and she's still pushing out Aisling Hanley, who is a handful inside, and the ball goes back to Millie Hagan. Out now as far as Cueva Craig. Cueva puts the ball all the way over to the far side of the field. Roscommon couldn't grab the ball through Ruth Cox, and Tip break away now again. It's back with Emma Morrissey here in the middle of the field. She's been well marshalled though by Ruth, who was looking to get her hands back on the ball, and is now with Ava Fennessy. Ava kicks the ball back as far as Aisling McGuigan, and Aisling is looking up. She goes now again. Tip just again, they're trying to find that gap in the Roscommon defence, and Niamh Martin goes through one tackle. She's been held up this time though, and she looks to go through the second tackle. She's doing extremely well, and she is fouled in the end by Cueva Craig and gets a good free in for Tip.
Yeah, well played there by Niamh. She held on to the ball there when there is no one really coming off her shoulder to support the play. So this will probably be a short free again from Malone. She'll be looking for runners coming off her and try to work a score just there before half time. Absolutely.
So back on the 45, you're right, Samantha. Once again she goes back across looking for the Tip players, and it's coming back now into the middle with Anna Rose Kennedy. Anna puts it back in as far as Emma Morrissey. She just avoids hitting our referee, and the ball over the far side to Clara English. Clara again, Tip are just patient again. It comes back as far as Nassatawi, but a super interception by the Roscommon defender, and now Roscommon have time to break. Tip do well just to slow the play up there, and again Ruth Cox I should say was carried or called for over carrying, and Tip again get the ball back. It's now with Emma Morrissey again. She seems to have covered every blade of grass here in Feathered, or artificial grass, and it's in now with Ashley Maloney. She has a great ball inside, and it's back at Emma Morrissey. Emma going for a second point of the day. Umpire has a good look. He's happy, we're happy. Up and over the bar, 3 points to 2. Tipperary lead just coming up to half time.
Yeah, an excellent score again by Emma, kind of a tight enough angle, so well taken. Came from Clara English and then onto Emma, so like that again, she's cutting through the defence, and we need more of them stepping up to keep tackling them.
Absolutely. So Helena Cummins this time goes long with her kick out. The bounce, but Tipperary get the break, and it's back now with Tip. Tip just getting some momentum here before the break. Ball with Niamh Martin, and Niamh was foul going through there. Tip again looking to get the scores on the board just before the break. They are 3 points to 2 up here, and it's now with Angela McGuigan. Angela has Sarah English inside. She used her. Sarah now again just slows up, goes through the tackle, plays it back as far as Niamh Martin. Niamh again out to Anna Rose Kennedy. They're hugging that 45. Anna Rose went to kick the ball. I don't know, she's looking for Angela or looking for Aisling inside. It didn't happen. It's all irrelevant as a referee blows the half-time whistle here in Feathers. Tipperary 3 points to 2 up. I suppose, Samantha, from a Tipperary point of view, they'll be extremely happy playing against quite a strong breeze out there. They are a point up. They're playing some great football. I think we mentioned Emma Cronin's name, Emma Morrissey again, Ashley Maloney, all getting really stuck into the game here.
Yeah, definitely. Emma Cronin has her hands full below, but she's really keeping one of their main players, Aisling Hanley, out of scoring range and putting a heap of pressure on her. Like I said, Marcy's working very, very hard. She's 2 points from play, and again, Maloney is always going to be your key player. I think the defence are working really well. You can see Maria Curley after getting in a good few hands there and tackles. So they are working well. I suppose maybe just giving away possession that small bit easier than the last 2 games, or the last game in particular. They played very, very well, so they'll be happy enough going in, as you said, a point up at half time against the wind, and they'll be looking to see what they can improve on and just drive it on for the second half.
Absolutely. And Roscommon, I suppose, Samantha, they are dangerous on the break. We have seen how quick they can come on the field, but they just, I suppose, couldn't get the scores on the board. They had likes of Aisling Hanley inside, who is an absolute handful, as is Laura Fleming too, causing problems, but Tip are doing well keeping them out. But from a Roscommon point of view, Samantha, what would you change now? I suppose it's a different half of football now, playing into the elements. What would you do differently at the break for Roscommon?
Look, I think they're doing actually quite well. It's a very low scoring game, but that's down to the 2 defensive systems that are in place. You're never going to have a high scoring game when you've nearly your full team behind the ball. So I think you have to keep doing the simple things right, and just maybe move the ball a small bit faster. I think they're doing quite well, but Tip seem to be getting their numbers back in force, and it's causing a bit of trouble for Roscommon to get through. They need to kind of, I suppose, the few times they took on the player, they created a free, or they got a free, and that's giving them chances. So they'll be looking to drive at them, the Tipperary defence, a small bit more, and get more frees, and hopefully they can put that over the bar. But as you said, they're against the wind now, and this half it won't be as easy. Absolutely.
So we're even there for the half time. We have some underage kids coming out now to entertain the crowd here in Feather, and we'll be back to you very, very shortly. It's Tipperary leading 3 points to 2 at half time here in the Lidl Ladies National Football League, and we'll chat to you soon.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
You'd like them pea nuggets.
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget.
Yeah.
I like prawns, but how do you cook them?
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome back here to Feathertown Park for the second half of the Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 2 Round 3 game between Tipperary and Roscommon. Your score at half time is Tipperary are leading 3 points to 2. Although it's been a low scoring opening half, it has been a very good contest with both sides, very dangerous on the attack. We're just waiting now on, we had our half time mini games here, so we're just rearranging flags as the players get to take their positions here for the second half. So ball now with referee Kevin Corcoran in the middle of the field. We're just looking around for any immediate changes. I don't see anything immediate, but we will keep you updated as the game continues. So we're just waiting here. Referee Kevin Corcoran has gone off to check on something, but to remind you then, so 3 points to 2, Tipperary will play with the aid of quite a strong breeze here in the second half, and just getting a few balls put onto the pitch. I don't see any changes. Samantha, do you see? I don't, from anything I can see.
No,
we seem to be
good so far, I think. You've Maloney back out there for the throw-in, and Lisa O'Rourke, she well known as an Irish amateur world champion as well, so in the box, and she won gold in Turkey there last year, so a very physical, dominant player for Roscommon, and I'm sure they're very, very happy to have her back playing.
Absolutely. So referee is just waiting on something here. We're just a couple of minutes and we'll be good to go. Oh, a missing piece of equipment. So next weekend both counties are on a break weekend, so after that then Tipperary travel to Monaghan, apologies, with Roscommon are facing Westmeath, so both teams have a week, I suppose, to sit down now to look back at tapes, to get bodies right and everything. Samantha, I suppose that trip to Monaghan will be a big game too, if Tip can come out of this one with 3 from 3, I think it's their only away game of the series, so it'd be good to get one on the road as well.
Yeah, no, definitely, and look, Monaghan are a very physical team as well, so they'll be looking to up their game and see what the senior teams are made of. I suppose they're here in Division 1 or Division 2, and a lot of the senior teams are in Division 1, like, in the physicality and the difference in standard is fairly big, so they'll be hoping to come out with a win in that game as well. As you said, they'll have a week off now, and they'll see what they can improve on and drive it on in for the away game to Monaghan.
Absolutely. And Westmeath or Roscommon will entertain Westmeath, and I suppose Tip had that 2 points to spare over Westmeath in the opening game, so I think we're good to go by the looks of things here. So referee Kevin Corcoran back out in the middle of the pitch, both sides. Again, 3 points to 2 here at half time. Aisling Maloney comes out from her full forward, brought out to midfield for the throw in, does her job. Ball now is broken down, and Tipperary are straight away in on the attack. Tipperary going through, playing a good, quick, fast ball in, and the ball is back out here to Anna Rose Kennedy. It just slipped behind Anna Rose Kennedy, but she was deemed then to be a foul by Rachel Fitzmaurice. Anna went down to get the ball, her hand being grabbed, and a free in. So a super start for Tipperary, Samantha, a free within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose in the first half there, you seen Maloney win the ball again and straight in, and she got a point from play. So she'll be looking to kick this one over the bar, especially with the win behind her in this half.
Absolutely. So Ashton turns, kicks, and puts it over the bar. So Tipperary now take a 4 point to 2 point, a 4 point to 2 lead, and it's Aisling Maloney's first scored free of the encounter. So we're back now with Helena Cummins in the Roscommon goal. She goes long with her kick out, and it's broken down by her full back Lisa O'Rourke. They do well to get the ball to ground, and Roscommon now again have the ball over on the far side of the pitch. Definitely fouled there again by Aisling Maloney, and Roscommon now just settle again, looking to see who's the player in the best position. Lisa O'Rourke is here shouting for the ball, but Quiva Craig goes over to the far side, and up the sideline they go with Rue Cox. So with Laura Fleming, Laura goes then, plays the ball in. Roscommon play it back out here now to Millie Hagan. Millie again just settles and the ball comes back out. They're just hugging about 50 metres out from goal, and the ball comes all the way over this side as far as Quiva Craig. Quiva looks to go past the first tackle of Lucius Bland, doesn't happen, and it's a great interception here. Tip now look to get the ball out and to break good and fast with Nasa Towie, and Nasa puts the ball in front of Anna Rose Kennedy. Anna takes on, she goes past 65, plays a great high ball in as far as Aisling Maloney. Aisling has it on the 21, she turns over the bar. Super score by Aisling Maloney, 5 points to 2.
Yeah, excellent score there, very well worked up and moved very quickly. I suppose it all came from Nessa Towie's interception there in the defence, so an excellent work score, moved very fast and ball over the bar.
Absolutely, so Tip making full advantage of that breeze. So Helena Cummins goes long, that's how he wasn't too far away from getting the ball, and it's a free in for Tipperary. Tip again take the ball good and quick, and the ball is now with number 12 Niamh Martin. Niamh has a bit of space in front of her, she has the wind behind her. If she's confident enough to kick it, she comes back though this side for Emma Morrissey. The hand pass just doesn't come astray, but in there quickly to take it is Aisling Maloney. Aisling now comes back around, circles out through the 45 and plays the ball across here as far as Anna Rose Kennedy. Anna now again, she just at the top of the D, she was looking there for Clara English, but doesn't happen, and the ball breaks now. It's back with Roscommon, and Roscommon coming up the field with Rachel Fitzmaurice, the centre back. Rachel goes past the 65, gone past the 45, she's still going, an amazing run by Rachel, and in the end she's deemed to being pushed, and a free in for Roscommon.
Yeah, Luce Plan gave away the free there. Felt that she was probably stopping her up a small bit, so but obviously the referee feels it's free, so Roscommon are back in possession. Absolutely,
so Roscommon take the free quickly, and it's now over the far side there with number 12 Millie Hagan. Millie puts a dangerous ball inside as far as Aisling Hanley. Aisling does a great ball in back to Millie Hagan, a great one too, and it's back once again with Hanley, and out it goes over the far side again. Roscommon again just looking for that break, and it's back here with Quiva Craig. Again, they're just about 45 metres out from goal, just looking for that pocket to burst through, and they have it here. It goes with Aoife Gavin inside as far as Aisling Hanley, but Tip are quick in there to swarm, and the referee does say in the end that she grabbed the arm. It's pretty hard to see fully from here, but it did look a small bit on the harsh side of things.
Yeah, I know the free, and Tip will be disappointed with, I suppose, conceding these frees. They'll especially with the amount of them that are back there, but as you said, it seemed a little bit on the harsh side, but they'll have to just drive on.
Absolutely, so ball now over there with the captain Laura Fleming. Laura, she's just inside the 13 metre line, or within 13-21. She goes, turns and kicks off her left foot, but it's a dangerous one hanging high in there. It's in there. It's a great save there by Lauren Fitzpatrick. She got down really quick to the ball. That ball could have went absolutely anywhere, and she does extremely well. And Tip now out to come here with Anna Rose Kennedy out on the sideline. She has Nasa in front of her, and she used her. Nasa then a good quick ball into Niamh Martin. Niamh is going through. She's going through the 45. She's Saoirse Wynne behind her for company. She does enough just to put her off on the tackle, and the ball is back with Roscommon with Lisa O'Rourke, and up the field we go again, but Tip have the spare player there, and the ball now comes back out good and quick. Clean out of the wire that time, getting the ball out good and fast. So Tip now with Aisling McGuigan plays the ball over to the far side of the pitch. It's with Sarah English. Sarah goes down through the 45, plays it up to Niamh Martin. Niamh comes all the way across for Emma Morrissey. Emma has a bit of space. She also has Niamh Martin over this side. Niamh is at this side of the field, and when Emma says going, she's just going through the 21. She goes to kick it. She just didn't connect on the right. You could even hear it. I'd say it hit off the knee, I'd say, more than nothing else. Right and wide. Yeah, wide there for Tip. They'll be disappointed with that. But look, Marcy has 2 points behind her already from play, so she's absolutely delighted with that. And they'll be pressing up on this kick out now again. Absolutely. So Roscommon going long from the puck out. It went down as far as Laura Fleming, and she was absolutely foul, and the referee says bring it all the way back to the spot it came from, but they're getting good return from their long kick out. They seem to be getting on the ball good and quick and winning possession. So Roscommon here to go again. Ellen Irwin this time looking in the middle of the field, and over there at the far side of the pitch the ball is with Millie Hagan. Millie puts it in front of Aisling Hanley. She has Emma Cronin once again for company. Emma does enough, keeps her out, but Aisling does well and bounces back inside. The ball is inside. Definitely another foul committed in there with the Tip defence, I suppose. As you said, Samantha, to be disappointed giving away these frees in so close to goal. Definitely, I suppose that's the whole reason for such a big amount of them back, like you can see there. It's only Aisling Maloney and Roisin Daly in the full forward line, so
everyone else except for Emma Morrissey is back in the defence, so they don't want to be conceding these frees because it's an opportunity for Roscommon to put another score up.
Absolutely. So Aisling Hanley took that free and it just went short, but Tip do enough just to take the pressure off, and out they come here now. Come Tip, they're looking inside. There's two Tip forwards, as I said, inside, Aisling Maloney and Roisin Daly, but we're still just passing the middle of the pitch with Angela McGuigan into Emma Morrissey. Roisin Daly was shouting for it, as is Aisling Maloney. Hand is in the air looking for it inside, but Niamh Martin goes through one tackle. She goes through two, but a super hand tackle there by Saoirse Wynne for Roscommon, and we're back out now with Rachel Fitzmaurice. Rachel again, she's gone past the 65. She goes past Anna Rose Kennedy, and she's still going. Plays a dangerous enough ball inside, but Emma Cronin once again is putting everything on the line, but Aisling Hanley still has the ball, and she's been pushed out either side. Aisling Hanley is still going alright. She was pushed, but Aisling Hanley is causing serious problems inside too, Samantha.
Yeah, it's a great tussle going on between herself and Emma Cronin. A really, really good battle. They're not letting each other get the better of each other. So Emma Cronin's playing very, very well in her. As I said already, she's one of the key players, and they'll be looking to put this over the bar now. But as you said already, there's a fair strong wind against them, so she may go short.
Absolutely. So it looks to be Laura Fleming going to kick this one, the Roscommon captain. She kicks it up and over the bar, so 5 points to 3. All of Roscommon's scores coming from place balls today, so Tip will be looking just to maybe keep an eye on that free count, particularly inside the 21. Game goes on. We're back with Lauren Fitzpatrick. She takes the kick out as far as Aisling McGuigan. Aisling puts it out, or Angela McGuigan I should say, puts it out this side, and Tip now again just looking to get the ball out of defence, with Cleena O'Dwyer being put under plenty of pressure by the Roscommon forwards, and Cleena uses Nasa Towie coming through the middle real quickly. Nasa is still going, the towering figure running through. She's gone past the 45 now, out the far side. Great ball, it just spills, but Tip do well to get it back, and Tip still have possession. It's back here with Emma Morrissey. Emma just on the edge of the D, turns and kicks, and it's just to the right and wide. Second wide of the day for Emma Morrissey, second wide of the day for Tipperary.
Yeah, another wide. Emma will be disappointed with that, but look, at least they're creating the scores and chances this time around, and they'll be looking to put these over the bar now for the next while. Absolutely.
So the long kick out this time was intercepted by the Tipperary player, and a big high booted ball inside, but done extremely well inside there by Niamh Feeney. She broke down that ball, a good high ball inside, and Roscommon break away once again. They're gone now with Aoife Gavin. Aoife plays a good 1-2 over there with Millie Hagan. Millie is getting on plenty ball, orchestrating a lot of what is good about Roscommon, and again Aoife Gavin looking for Aisling Hanley. Aisling didn't get it the first time, she has the second time. She's dangerous inside, plays it inside to Laura Fleming, back out to Hanley. Hanley kicks it, goes out, a good hand on it by Anna Rose, just to deflect it away from goal, and Lauren Fitzpatrick keeps it in play from going out for a 45, and Tip now look to come away once again with the play. So Tipperary now coming up out this side with Lucy Spillane. She goes back in the middle to Cleena O'Dwyer. Tip again looking to get the ball in good and quick. Ball with Niamh Martin. Niamh gone past the 65. She's heading towards the 45, being put under pressure there by Rue Cox, but does enough to get the ball to Aisling Maloney. Aisling being bundled up by 2 or 3 Roscommon players, and the ball was done for over carrying, and then the ball has been brought up for not releasing it just as quick. But I'd say we could count that one on the harsh side of things also.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know about the 4 steps there. It must have been 4.5 if that was the case. But she was literally being tackled fairly hard there. But
absolutely. And again, we have a free out once again for over carrying. We do have a substitution here on the Tipperary team. We'll just before we take the free. We're okay. We have the 16 on the field. We're good to go. So Tipperary coming down. We'll have that substitution free in a minute. And
Anya Delaney there coming on for Niamh Martin.
Lovely. So Anya Delaney wearing number 28 with number 12 Niamh Martin going off the field, and we're off over in the far corner of the pitch with Aisling Maloney, but you can't keep the ball in play, and a referee in the end, wide ball.
Yes, just Tipperary's I think third wide there in the first half with about 10 minutes gone. So like we said, the ball seems to be travelling a small bit further than expected in the first half, so that's what they'll have to look at, maybe working the ball in a small bit more rather than kicking it.
Absolutely. So Roscommon go short this time with their kick out from Helena Cummins, and it's now with Rachel Fitzmaurice. Rachel goes past one tackle, and the ball is now with Niamh Feeney. Niamh again goes through. She's looking for the 1-2. She's making that dart and run through the middle, but Roscommon haven't used her, and out to go over the far side of the field with Millie Hagan. Millie puts the ball in to Laura Fleming, who now uses Lisa O'Rourke. Lisa somehow got the hand pass away in as far as Laura Fleming. She goes down to ground. Referee says it's a free in. I'm not too sure about that one myself now, Samantha, at all. I thought that was a fair challenge, but at the end of the day Kevin Cochran says otherwise, and it's a free in for Roscommon.
Yeah, I suppose the tip defence there will feel a little small with her done by the last number of calls there from the referee, because the tackling has been quite good and they're just standing up and pushing Roscommon out, but what the referee says goes.
Absolutely. So Roscommon now kicking, Laura Fleming kicking up and over the bar, 5 points to 4 now. Again, Roscommon's 4 points of play, or 4 points coming from frees today. So ball now back with Lauren Fitzpatrick in the Tipperary goal, and out it goes as far as Lucy Spillane. So Lucy looks up, plays the ball, a good ball in front of Emma Morrissey. Emma out over the far side, and Tip attack, looking again to get back scores, to use that wind that they have, and Tip come across now in the 45. It's back with Nasa Towie. Nasa again puts a good ball inside. Roscommon just shepherd them out, and Tip go back for the return pass, and it's with Clara English. Clara goes through and she's fouled, and a free in for Tip. Again, that was a good bit of play, putting in the ball and drawing the free.
Yeah, no, well worked there by Clara, and she deserving free for Tipperary, I suppose, and another opportunity for Maloney to put it over the bar. Just looking there, you can see that the 4 points that Roscommon have got have all been from frees, and Tip have only got one point from a free, so Tip will be happy with that all the other scores have come from play between Ash Maloney and Emma Marcy contribution.
Absolutely. So we do have a couple of changes here on the Tip team. I see number 21 Laura Morrissey is in. From what I can judge, it's 11 Angela McGuigan who has gone off, and Roisin Daly has also gone off, so we'll get the 2 subs for you as they happen. But anyway, nonetheless, Aisling Maloney has the ball in hand, and she's looking to extend Tipperary's lead. She turns, she kicks, umpires are happy, and up and over the bar. 6 points to 4. Tipperary leads with Aisling Maloney with her 4th of the day, 2 from frees and 2 from play. So now Tip go quick. Oh no, that's so Roscommon go quick with Helena Cummins in the goal, and plays the ball up this side. Now in front of us here is Ruth Cox. Ruth, she has someone roaring for her inside, but the ball just goes astray. She had number 29, who was Sinead Glennon, is on the Roscommon team. The ball, though, it just spilled away from her, and out it went for a Tipperary line ball, which is now taken back as far as Lauren Fitzpatrick. Lauren now coming across over the far side of the pitch, as far as Lucy Spillane. Lucy plays the ball as far as Emma Cronin. Emma back to Lucy now. They're just coming out past the 45, nice and calm, and on they go again. Lucy still going, and a great 1-2 there over the far side with Sarah English. Sarah does enough and puts the ball back into Anna Rose Kendi. There's roars inside from Aisling Maloney to put in the ball, but it doesn't happen, and Maria Curley went down to ground but didn't get anything from it. Game goes on though, and it's with Aoife Gavin. She's been well marshalled over there by Lucy Spillane, and the ball is put in, but it's Emma Crone, and once again she's been everywhere in that defence today, and she comes out once again with the ball in hand. So Tipperary now coming through the middle here again. They're patient, they're looking inside. There's 3 Roscommon players sitting in there as well, so they have to be careful of the ball that they put in. But Roscommon are putting them out over there. Quiva Craig does enough just to put off the tip person, and it's a tip line ball.
Yeah, I think the other substitution there for Roisin Daly, Rosanna Kiley has come on there for Roisin Daly just to mark that, and Laura Morrissey has come in for Angela McGuigan. So Peters seems to be trying out a few more players and giving other people opportunities.
Absolutely. So Tip now on the attack once again. It's with Rosanna Kiley, that newly introduced. So back to Laura Morrissey. Laura, though, she just couldn't get the ball away, and once again, as we've seen numerous times today, free out now for overcarrying, and it's back now with the Roscommon goalkeeper Helena Cummins. Helena again, she comes out this side of the field. The game goes on a bit. Lisa O'Rourke is on the pitch. Lisa is coming up this near side. She's just looking for someone to show for the ball, and again the referee says no, she's fouled, and it's a free free up for Roscommon.
Yeah, I think more so just slowing the play down and allowing the Tip defence to get back, and Roscommon be looking to drive forward now. 6 points. There's 5 points to 4.
6 points, yeah. 6 points to 4, yeah. So Roscommon now again coming through the middle, but the ball just overspilled by Rachel Fitzmaurice, and the ball is back with Tipperary. Tipperary now here with number 19, Clara English. Clara was that opening half substitution for Maria Creedon, who went off injured, and Tip again come bursting through the middle with Aisling Maloney making her way to the middle. She was definitely fouled by number 7, who was Roisin Wynne, and a free in for Tipperary.
Yeah, it seems a fair bit out there for this free, but no better woman to be behind the wall than Aisling Maloney to see if she'll put this over the bar or go short. I feel like she's lining up to go short.
Yeah, she swings back around and plays the ball back to Eva Fennis. Eva now looking to get herself back into this game in the second half, and she's doing so. She goes through, she's going onto the edge of the D, she's going to kick it herself. It's going to drop short. It does, it just drops short into the hands of Helena Cummins. It was a good opportunity from Eva, but Roscommon now have the ball back in possession, and they break away over the far side of the field. They're looking now again, only 2 points in this game. Tipperary playing with that breeze here in Feathered, but 2 points is the difference. Roscommon now inside. It's Aisling, it's the substitute there, Sinead Glennon puts the ball in. She's looking for Aisling Hanley inside. Aisling does get the ball ahead of Emma Cronin. Ball now inside. Roscommon now coming on the attack. Tip now trying to hold back the Roscommon defence, and look who's there to intercept the ball once again, only Aisling Maloney. Aisling now goes all the way back as far as her goalkeeper Lauren Fitzpatrick, and Laura now this side as far as number 28, Anya Delaney. Anya now again goes past one tackle. She goes to go past 2, plays a great ball up here as far as Rosanna Kiley. Rosanna comes back around here to NASA. NASA now again just settling things down, looking to get their players back up the field, and Rose Kelly now just going straight across the field over there towards the far sideline, and it's with Tipperary. Eva Fennessy coming through. Eva now goes past one. She just turns back around looking for someone, a bit of support behind her, and she does. She goes back out there just onto the 45 metre line. Tip now working the ball good and quick. They're looking to get someone on it. It was Emma Morrissey. Emma now turns back around. She has Aisling Maloney. Aisling looked as if she was going to eye up to kick that one. Dustin puts the ball in as far as Anya Delaney. Anya now, she goes to go through one tackle, she goes through 2, she puts the ball back out here as far as Nasa Towie. Nasa looks to be fouled, but the referee has said nothing. That to me now is extremely harsh. I think Nasa was definitely fouled the first time, but referee Kevin Corcoran doesn't agree, and it's a free out for Roscommon. Game goes on, and up the field we go. Roscommon now over the far side with number 12 Millie Hagan. Millie plays the ball in as far as number 29 Sinead Glennon. Sinead again putting the ball in low in front of Aisling Hanley. Emma Cronin though will make Aisling work for it, but Aisling is just getting by it, and Emma does enough, puts in the hand, and out it goes for a 45 by the judging of things.
Yeah, no, it's 45 there. Well in by an interception by Emma Cronin yet again to get that out. As I said, they're having a serious battle inside there. 2 great players, and they're every second ball winning. Emma Cronin has been absolutely superb there, cornerback, and a serious man marker at the best of times. Absolutely.
So we're now Laura Fleming, the Roscommon captain, going to take the 45. We're looking, they're crying for a short one, and it comes in the end. Over now on the far side, Roscommon get the ball back to their captain Laura Fleming. Laura again goes to the middle. She's just on the edge of the D. She spins back around. She's going to kick. She's again blocked down, but the ball inside of the air as far as Aisling Hanley. Aisling just didn't get ahead the first time, and Tip though come away the ball back as far as Lauren Fitzpatrick in the Tipperary goal, and it's now with number 24 Rosanna Kiley. Rosanna now, a good bit of movement going on here with Nasa Towie. Down she goes, down the far sideline. She's still going, Nasa. She turns back around. She has Rosanna for company. She plays the ball. It just doesn't go to hand. A couple of those passes today have just slipped out, but nonetheless Tipperary have the ball back in possession, and it's now being played inside as far as Anya Delaney. Referee is again, he's given a free out for Roscommon. It looks like he's adjudicated Aisling Maloney to have knocked the Roscommon player as she ran through, and a free out is the resultant from referee Kevin Corcoran.
Yeah, he seems to be calling Maloney over there. Hopefully it's not only a tick for Maloney, but Roscommon will be happy enough with that, and it looks like a yellow card for Maloney, so she'll be off for 10 minutes now. So she'll be disappointed missing the next 10 minutes in Roscommon, and she'll be looking to make the end of the game.
Absolutely. So Aisling Maloney, the yellow card for Tipperary. We're just gone over the 20-minute mark, so as Samantha says, we might get to see action before the end of this game. Nonetheless, the game goes on, and we're back now with Rachel Fitzmaurice, the Roscommon centre back. She plays the ball all the way across as far as number 15, Niamh Feeney. Niamh has been back there all day and getting on plenty of ball, but the ball just spills to the ground. But Roscommon have bodies there, and it's out now with Roisin Wynne. Roisin just slips to the ground, but manages to get back up and get the ball to Aoife Gavin. Aoife has a player all the way over the far side, outsider. She uses her, and Roscommon look to attack there. It's Millie Hagan. Millie puts the ball in to Aoife Gavin. Aoife now just again taking her time out the far side. They're looking for that break as Tip did in the opening half, and in a goal as far as Aisling Handy. But once again, Emma Cronin does it outstanding once again from Emma Cronin, and away she comes over the far side. Tip now again just need to be more careful on each pass. They're down to the 14 players, and out it comes this side now with Emma Morrissey. Emma has Anya Delaney from Templemore, and she uses Anya. Anya now, on she goes. Anya, she's well tackled there by the Roscommon player, and in the end it's going to be a Roscommon line ball. Super bit of work there done by Roisin Wynne. Got the hand in and caused the turnover. She takes the sideline ball herself and is back as far as Rue Cox. Rue goes over the far side of the field. Roscommon now desperately searching for that score. 6 points to 4 here. We're about 8 minutes to go in this game as Roscommon come on the attack. His ball is with Laura Fleming, the captain. Back out now here as far as Caoimhe Craig. Caoimhe looked to get on the ball. She's been well bundled up inside, and the ball spills out on the ground. Referee says no foul, and the game goes on. Tip coming out again. Another hand gone in there. A great little thing, or a great little tap down from Clara English, but she wins the ball back herself afterwards, and Tip on the attack. Over they go the far side. It looks to be again the third person tackle. I can hear Peter Cretan from here shouting over from what he thinks, but the referee is just waiting, and we have a substitution anyway on the Roscommon team.
Yeah, another free there, as you said, third person, and they'll be looking to Roscommon be looking to make progress there. Well, Maloney is off one of Tipperary's key players, but 6 points to 4. A goal could really turn this, so it'll be interesting. Last 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes even. There are 7 minutes left.
Absolutely. So we have a substitution there on the Roscommon team. Number 25, Abby Curran from St. Bridget's comes on in place of number 11, Aoife Gavin. So game resumes. Tipperary are in possession down there in front of their own dugout with Clara English. She plays the ball back across here. Roscommon now really putting on pressure on Tip. They can sense that they can get something from this game. 6 points to 4. Tipperary leads. Again, Tipperary playing with that breeze. It doesn't feel as strong as it did in the opening half, but nonetheless, Lucy Spillane on the ball, and she puts it over the far side there as far as Anna Rose Kendi. Anna now takes on in her usual fashion, and now they goes over the far side of play. Tipperary now again patient on attack, need to be patient on attack, but the ball is cut out there by Anya McGrath. She read that ball brilliantly, and Roscommon once again come away with possession. Ellen Irwin now again just getting the ball out there. Roscommon once again they're looking, and a great hand goes in there again. Tipperary go in desperately searching for the ball. Referee shrugs his shoulders and the game goes on. It's still with Rachel Fitzmaurice. Rachel now goes to the 65 on as far as the substitution Abby Curran. Abby goes through the 45. She just swings back around and finds Lisa O'Rourke, who puts it in front of Aisling Hanley. Aisling just lays the ball off nicely. Roscommon just building slowly for a free. They find the spare person hiding inside. It's back out now with Lisa O'Rourke. She's going to kick all the way across the field as far as Rachel Fitzmaurice. Tip need to get there. It doesn't. They don't, and Roisin Wynne is the person that gets there. Back with Rachel Fitzmaurice. Rachel plays it now back here as far as Niamh Feeney. Niamh again, they're just settling things down here. 25 is Abby Curran. Abby again just getting the ball over the far side as far as Lisa O'Rourke, who plays it back to Caoimhe Craig. Again, Roscommon comfortable holding the ball. They're just looking for that break, just trying to get in behind. Sinead Glennon now goes past one tackle. She plays a good ball in as far as Rachel Fitzmaurice. Rachel was thinking of kicking. It took a slight deflection there again by the Tipperary defender Sarah English, and Lauren Fitzpatrick mops the ball up, plays it out now as far as NASA, who goes again back as far as Lauren Fitzpatrick, playing a nice little dangerous game going across their own goal line. But nonetheless, Tipperary come away with the ball, and it's Emma Morrissey over on the far side of play, right in front of the Roscommon substitute bench. and Tip now come through again. They'll be looking to get one more score on the board as they come through here. Tip again out the far side here as far as Lucy Spillane, the home girl here from Feathered. Lucy now goes through one tackle, goes through two. She's been well marshalled there by Roisin Wynne, but gets past her, and the ball is back with 24 Rosanna Kiley, who plays a great ball inside. Tip just get the ball back outside as far as Lucy Spillane. Lucy thought maybe of kicking, but Dustin goes back as far as Emma. Emma now comes out as far as Eva Fennessy. Eva goes all the way back as far as the middle of the park and back to clean out the wire. Tip now are pushing people, are pushing girls forward. It's with Nassatawi. They're desperately looking to get just that extra score, just to put something else on the score line or on the scoreboard. 6 points to 4, the score remains. And Tip again, they're just hanging around the Roscommon 45 over there. Again, they're just looking to find the best girl in possession. And across they come all the way over to the near side here, and Tip again, just Lucy Spillane calling for it. She's Eva Fennessy now standing in front of her again, and Lucy does use Eva, so Eva now inside. Anya Delaney has gone on a run inside her, but Eva swings back in and finds Lucy. Lucy plays the ball in. That's a great little pass in as far as Rosanna Kiley. Rosanna goes to kick. It's just going to come right and wide. Fourth wide of the day for Tipperary, with 27 minutes gone on the clock.
Yeah, and they were being very, very patient there. I suppose the opportunity opened up for Rosanna and she went for it, and unfortunately sent it wide, but Tipper are trying to hold on to possession. There's about 4 minutes left on the clock, so they don't want to give it away, being 2 points up at this point.
Absolutely. So we've a double substitution here, one for Tip and one for Roscommon. Nassatawi has gone off on the Tip team, and we'll find out who can.
Kelly has come on for.
Lovely. And then on the Roscommon team, it looks to be number 12, Millie Hagan, from what I can see, is gone off, and we'll get who came on there in a minute, as we just follow play here as well. So Roscommon now in possession. They come out out the near side here to Anya McGrath. But it's a great interception there by the Tip player, and Tip looked to by Rosanna Kiley. Rosanna puts the ball now in front of Eva Fennessy. Eva just holding around and goes back out as far as Cleena O'Dwyer. Cleena all the way over as far as Anna Rose Kendi. Anna has Clara English in front of her. Clara swings back for her, and Tip again are on the attack over the far side. Ball now put into the corner again. Roscommon do extremely well over the far side with number 5 Ellen Irwin, and Ellen is deemed to have gone over the line, and a free, I think, in the end is the decision. There's plenty of shouting and roaring over the far side as Roscommon go on.
Yeah, it looked like the Roscommon girl was in possession there and went out over the line, so I'm not quite sure what happened over there. Tip crowd seemed to be shouting, so it must have been a small bit controversial. Absolutely.
So we're just gone through the 28 and a half minute here in Feather Town Park. Roscommon on the attack. They're down 2 points. They're in desperate search of scores. Roisin Wynne is now on the ball. She goes past one tackle of Anya Delaney. Anya holds out for from going on, and Roscommon go all the way over to the far side of the pitch, and again they're just slowly building up, slowly looking for that little gap in the Tip defence, and it's with Cueva Craig. Cueva got out the far side, but the ball is just spilled, and Tip come away with the ball. Tip doing excellent, and Tip fouled. That's great bit of play by Tipperary.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see all 15 the girls are back there defending. They know that there's less than 2 minutes left on the clock, and they won't want to give away any score at this point. And they'll want to leave with the 3 points here today again. So they'll just run the clock and hold on to possession, I assume, for the last few minutes. It's not as if they need a score at this point, and they'll be happy to leave with the 3 points.
Absolutely. So we're just getting some running repairs over at the far side. We're just hitting up onto the 30-minute mark. Just remind you of the scoreline here. Tipperary leading 6 points to 4 in this Lidl's Ladies National Football League Division 2 encounter, round 3, and it looks we have perhaps 2 minutes of added time here from what I can see from our lines on in front of us. So the girls now over there just getting final preps before we resume with a Tipperary free, and the game goes on. So couple of repairs over there. Yeah, we see it now. So game goes on. We're into the 38-minute mark, and Tip goes short with the free, but it was nearly intercepted there by the Roscommon player, but Tip do well. They just need to hold on to possession here now and go forward. So Cleena O'Dwyer on the ball. Cleena again, she's been well pressurised back there by the Roscommon forwards, and the ball now out it comes for Tipperary. They're just kind of holding on to it. They're just looking for someone to make that run, and it comes, as you said, Tip just need to hold on to position, run down that clock, and the game is won. But on we go here. Lucy Spillane now comes through and she gathers the ball, and on it goes through. Lucy passes to 65 and goes all the way back as far as Anna Rose Kennedy. Anna Rose happy just to keep possession of the ball, and she goes over the far side of the pitch. Lucy is standing here this side again, and she's going to get the ball once again. Tip just comfortable in possession, but just a slight solo just goes out of way there, and Rue Cox was nearly in to take the ball off. Lucy Spillane, but Lucy does well to recover, and it's back now with Cleena O'Dwyer. Cleena again comfortable on the ball. Out to come this side here as far as Elaine Kelly. Elaine was that substitute there for Nasa Towie only a short time ago. Ball with Cleena O'Dwyer. Roscommon working extremely hard trying to find the ball, and they get Tip get the free in the end. Ball had spilled, but Cleena O'Dwyer was adjudicated to have been fouled, and a free out for Tipperary.
Yeah, Roscommon are very much pushing up on them there and putting them under pressure, and Tip were trying to hold on to it with about 10 seconds left, I'd say. So they won't want to give away anything silly here.
Absolutely. So ball was with Laura Morrissey. She went back there as far as her goalkeeper, and now come Tip on the attack. So Tip again trying to get the ball in. First time they do it, they're looking for Emma Morrissey inside. Emma does extremely well to get her hands on the ball. She's been well marshalled over there though by Sarah Shawin, but Emma holds on to the ball, and again referee Kevin Corcoran has once again blown the free for steps. If anything, he's been consistent on his application of that rule today, and he's ended up bringing up the free, I'd say, for a small bit of dissent from the Tipperary players.
Yeah, you'd imagine that this is going to be the last attack for Roscommon to get a score on the board, and they'll need a goal at this point, so Tip will be pushing up.
And
here we go.
That is that. So referee Kevin Corcoran has indeed blown the final whistle here in Feathertown Park. Tipperary running out 6 points to 4 winners in this the round 3 win. So Samantha, I suppose Tip now 3 wins from 3. It's a great way to go into your weekend off and then sit and prepare then for your trip up to Monaghan.
Yeah, no, definitely they'll be delighted again to get the 3 points on the board, and they're I suppose safe from relegation. Anyone with 3 wins, I think at this point it would be fairly safe. And look, they've more aspirations than that, and they'll be looking to get into league final with the form that they're playing. I suppose it was quite a different game today. You've 2 scores on the board in comparison to the 7 scores the last day, and against Westmeath as well in the first round. So they just Ashley Maloney and Marcy on the scoreboard today. So look, it was quite different, very defensive. But Roscommon be disappointed not to be going away again with any points at all. Like with just Laura Fleming contributing to the scoreline today and only from frees as well. So
yeah,
they'll be disappointed heading into their week off and looking to see what they can do to avoid relegation.
Absolutely, and I suppose then from a Tip point of view, once again, I suppose they can be absolutely thrilled with some performance there. I suppose for me, player of the game will be Emma Cronin, cornerback. She had a tough job there on Aisling Hanley, but time after time she came out with the ball. She showed composure, got the ball up the field, and Tip often got scores from it.
Yeah, definitely. Emma was superb there, cornerback. Ashley Handy wouldn't be someone easy to mark, and she really kept her at bay, kept her scoreless from play as well, and she'll be delighted with herself. She got a hand in, and her tackling was superb. So an excellent cornerback to have for Tipperary.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave you here from Feathered. Tipperary going out 6 points to 4 winners, 3 wins from 3 for Tipperary. They now face Monaghan in 2 weeks' time, with Roscommon travelling to Westmeath in the alternative fixture. So, ladies and gentlemen, from Feathered, Gormagov.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
You'd like them pea nuggets.
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget.
Yeah.
I like prawns, but I heard you cook them.
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
First score of the Absolutely. So Laura kicks. She has the aid of that breeze and straight over the black spot.